Part 1. It all starts with the pig. To tell the history of Southern Appalachian barbecue, we have to talk about pigs. In the 16th century, a Southern food staple trotted into Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas behind Hernan de Soto's small army of explorers. The Spanish brought the pigs along with them as a moving meat market to keep their people fed while they explored the New World. Eventually, more and more people started immigrating to Appalachia. These hardy people traveled to the New World by ship and came from a variety of places like Europe, Spain, Italy, Ireland, and Germany. These explorers brought food with them, like cabbages, wheat, peanuts, okra, black-eyed peas, potatoes, tomatoes, rice, oranges, melons, chocolate, tea, and farm animals, like pigs. Once the goods, people, and crew had been loaded, these folks set off across the ocean to start a new life. Traveling by ship could be dangerous, and the cargo and passengers were at times in for a rough ride. Pigs, being the hardy animals they are, fared pretty well. Overall, the majority made it to the New World. Now that they had arrived, the ships had to be unloaded. The captains and the crews immediately set out sorting the cargo and getting it to the ports. In some cases, ports were not built and unloading was done with dinghies. Part 2. Now that we have arrived, we have to get to Appalachia. Travel from the landing sites to Appalachia was mostly done in wagons. Some hardy folk traveled alone, but the majority traveled in family groups or caravans. The pigs were herded along with the oxen and other beasts. The trip was long due to the nature of much of Appalachia. Getting there was only the beginning. Once they arrived, they had to find or build a place to live. These settlers discovered that pigs adapted well in Appalachia, and in fact thrived in their new home. Pigs have large litters and were easy to raise, so they soon became a staple of Appalachian food. Without the Spanish, baked ham, country ham, and southern barbecue may never have come to be. Part 3. How to turn the pigs into barbecue. When the Spanish brought the first pigs, some were lost, ran away, some were stolen by Native Americans. These pigs became the ancestors of today's wild pigs. In the 1600s, they lived mainly in the lower Appalachian states and Florida, and liked to live and forage in the vast Appalachian forests. The native Indian tribes of Appalachia were great hunters, and they quickly learned to hunt and eat wild pigs. These wild pigs brought a new staple into the Indian flock. Some historians believe that barbecue was invented by the Spanish, who brought the pigs, and the Edisto Indians, who were natives of what was then Florida, but is now South Carolina. Other historians, however, will tell you that throughout the New World, the indigenous peoples of the Americas cooked in the earth for eons, and that the practice of deep pit barbecuing was inherited from the southeastern American Indian tribes, such as the Caddo, the Choctaw, and the Seminole. The native Indians showed the settlers in Appalachia how to deep pit barbecue. The first recorded mention of barbecue is in a letter written by George Washington in 1697, in which he mentions attending a barbecue in Alexandria, Virginia. Barbecue, in its current form, grew up in the South, where both black and white cooks learned to slow roast meat over fire pits to make them tender. Part 4. Barbecue today. Across the barbecue belt of the United States, pit barbecue can also sometimes refer to an enclosed above-ground pit, such as an Orno or outdoor pizza oven. The method of cooking the meat is slowly, using various hardwoods to flavor the meat. There are in fact 3 ingredients necessary for Southern Appalachian barbecue. First, you have to have a pig and a pit to cook it in. Second is the wood. If the wood smoke flavors the food, not just any wood will do. Hardwoods such as hickory, mesquite, pecan, and different varieties of oak impart strong smoke flavors. Maple, alder, and fruit woods such as apple, pear, and cherry impart a milder, sweeter taste. Finally, the last, and in many cases optional ingredient, is the barbecue sauce. The end. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this short trip in Appalachian history as much as I have enjoyed creating it for you.